Oh my gosh, welcome back. I am so excited for today's video. I have been accumulating some very particular treasures for a little DIY project that I want to do headed into pre-fall. So I want to take you down into my painting nook area in the basement. That's where I keep all of my soon-to-be pre-fall and fall treasures. And I think we're gonna do a little craft day with the forest babies. Let's do it. A little moment for the summer bar cart. I took all my summerween stuff down because we need a full summer moment before we go into fall, right? So I did some overgrown vines, lots of Italian little china blues and lemons and sunflowers. I brought out the limoncello. And I just kind of like the simplicity of this. These are very special. We got these in Italy whenever we went on a trip I feel like quite a few years ago now. And just all the lemons and everything. And then I added some lemons to the kitchen as well. And then these are super old little terrariums that I love. I did some little lemon details over here also. Incredible. And then I hung some of the extra little terrariums in the windows, just for the full summer vibes. Like I said, we have to enjoy summer a little bit before we go into the chaos of autumn and fall. And obviously I'm kind of already feeling the autumn vibes, but this is kind of gonna give pre-fall, so I'm excited. You wanna come with me? Come on. Just so you know, Carl's probably gonna be a part of every single video because he believes that he's a star. This is my little painting nook, which also includes samples of things that I'm working on, paintings, craft projects. It's awesome. I love it. It's like my little sanctuary. All right, so there's quite a few pre-fall crafts that I want to do. I got these little pressed flowers. The vibe that I'm going for fall and for autumn is very much practical magic, herbology class. It's giving dark academia, solarium vibes. So I got these pressed flowers. Well, pressed herbs, and then I have some that are pressed flowers upstairs as well. And I was gonna do a Mod Podge kind of craft on some fairy jars. But speaking of fairy jars, I have a giant box that I need to pull out. But first, can I just show these things to you? Because I love a good show and tell. By the way, you're gonna get to know me. Some of you guys already do know me from other platforms or my other channel, but I'm not a minimalist. So if you don't like treasures, I might not be the gal for you. I have an idea. This is my idea. On my practical magic journey, I got a whole mess of these assortments of different jars. You could totally find these, I feel at a garage sale or probably in your own basement or at a thrift store. But how? Right? So I got brown candles as well to go into the fall, and you can melt them down to make them fit. And then what you do is these will drip like crazy, and you just burn them and let them all kind of drip over the various little vases. I also have a spot where you can find something similar to these because I got them on clearance right now, so if you want to run. I had saved these from years ago. They're from Anthropology. So I'm just trying to do a various assortment of these little glass trinkets I got. It's supposed to look like a witch's kitchen. Look at these. These are on clearance right now. They had clear ones, they had blue ones, they had green ones. I just thought that would be an amber color. I thought that was so perfect for fall. Tapered candle holder. I think they were $3, so perfection. So I have all the little vases. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna show you all my Halloween treasures. You'll probably see them a bunch of times. If you don't know this, and yes, I got asked this question a bunch of times, am I still gonna do a full fall series? Yes. I'm gonna do daily videos throughout the fall. I'm very excited about it, and we decorate and we do DIYs and we live the season to the fullest. This is a wall plug of two ghosties making s'mores, and then this lights up. But the treasures that I have, just little knickknacks every now and then to accumulate stuff headed into the fall months, because if you're like me, you know that into the fall, it's all gone by then. And I don't know if you can see this angle, but there's a bunch of samples of things that I'm working on in here, so I don't want you to see everything. I mean, I could give you a little sneak peek, but I might get fired. What can I show you? Do I show you? Which one do I show them, Carl? That's all I can tell you. I feel like that was plenty. That was probably more than enough. Also, we need a door on this. This is like our little laundry sink room where we have like all of our cleaning products. All right, so beyond the tapered candles, the herbs, a little cozy DIY project that I want to get to. And I've made one of these before and it was so fun. They're called book nooks. You basically put them on your bookshelf, like in between everything. And it kind of just like looks like a little fairy corner, which again, the word fairy keeps coming up. We're getting to it. I just need to unbox all of these treasures. This was another one of the tapered candle holders that I got. So I got 3 different ones. Is it giving practical magic? Got these at Michael's. Shoved the receipt. We don't need that. We don't need any proof. These are actually super inexpensive. You can get them at any hardware store or craft store. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them. You can also, if you've by accident broken some, keep them. I found these little, I'm looking for like very vintage style pieces for our powder room that we just redid. And I really wanted it to look very forest friends. So these are technically salt and pepper shakers. I could use them for my fall kitchen decor, but I feel like this is giving like a perfect little trinket, which is what I'm going for with lots of overgrown plants and vines and everything. Salt and pepper shakers, I feel, are the best little trinkets because you just turn the whole, you can also use them, but you just turn the whole around facing away and it's like the cutest little item and they're very inexpensive. The fur baby, he needed a cute little water bowl, so I got him this, perfect for fall. This is for me. Either for the kitchen, but I'm thinking for my closet for jewelry. And I just thought it was so rustic and so cute. It's not spooky season yet, but I thought these were so perfect. Little kitchen cloths. We just redid our kitchen, so we needed some fresh towels. This will go out sooner, so this will be... So for me, I don't know if you're the same, I do pre-fall, autumn, and then I go full Halloween. Like, we celebrate every season. So you'll kind of see this like throughout every month, I would say. Each specific month will have its theme, which I kind of love. I thought the shopping bag was so cute. It was right at the cash, and I didn't have a bag, so I got this, and next time I go, I will bring this with me. This is like the theme of the year. I'm gonna show you my full Halloween haul another time because I do have a couple other things. We need to get to the Woodland fairy garden, because here's the thing, it's gonna be a fairy garden, but functional. All right, let's bring this upstairs now that I've shown you my entire life. I was supposed to save that to show you another time. I have been adding to this collection all summer long, and I'm so excited to finally be able to craft this and put this in the garden. So I got an assortment of little doors, little lanterns, and I want it to be really like charming and cute. And again, like the vibe that I'm going for is like fairy core pre-fall. I feel like that's the theme of August headed into September for me, is like dark academia. We have our launch that we just did, or I mean, at the time of me filming this, launch is tomorrow. So you will see this very soon, and I have no idea how it's gonna go, but I'm so proud of it. We have like fairy core journals and folio pads, and I'll just share this little cute story with you because I was just on the phone with my mom telling her this. I need to show you. One thing about me is I love a show and tell. So whenever I'm like, hey, let me show you one singular item, you're gonna see like 15 because I need to. So here's the cute little story. When I was younger, my parents used to, for as long as I can remember, they would sit at about 5 p.m. like when they were done work, and my little brother and I would just go off and play and do our thing. But they would always sit, sometimes with a martini, and my dad always had this leather folio that was basically like his Bible, and everything as a couple, from their goals as, you know, moving forward with the like a dream home or a dream vacation, or let's say they threw a dinner party or a big party and it went great or not so great, and they had notes of just how they wanted to move forward. It was always in his folio. Like they would sit and he would write the notes down. So that's very much what inspired this, like a very adult back to school academia type of vibe. So there's 4 different leather folios and they come stock with a notepad inside, but for me it's the quotes. So I want to go in order of the way that I revealed these. So each of these was hand drawn by me, and then we put the design on a vegan leather. There's like a 3-dimensional effect to it, and it's so pretty and so delicate, and it's giving fairy core garden dark academia vibes. So this is the Where the Wishes Went folio, and they all have their own little key. So these are the quotes. I hope that they can inspire you. So this one says, "These pages hold the wishes I whispered, the ones I outgrew, and the quiet hopes still waiting in the wings." And then the back says, "Not all dreams fade, some just wait for the right version of you to carry them home." And yes, if you look at the colors, if you have a house that you were sorted to, that was the inspiration as well. I'm this one, if I was a house. Okay, so the second one is In Wild Bloom. This one also has a little key with a little chipmunka. So you'll see, I love my woodland little babies, little fur babies. I love my fur baby who lives inside the house. If I didn't have him, it's for the best that he's here, because I would probably let the chipmunks come inside, which would be insane. I would have like an open door policy where the deers, and I saw, hilarious story, I saw 3 baby raccoons last night on the porch, and the doors are open, but there's screen doors, so obviously they can't come inside. But I walked by and I went, "Oh my gosh, Andre," and he was just getting something upstairs, and he said, "What?" And I was like, "Be really quiet." And as I'm saying that, I'm like, "Oh my goodness, come here, little babies." And he's like, "Way to be quiet." So they all kind of just like ran away, but they were literally like this big. They were so cute. I was like, "Do you want me to feed you a steak dinner? Because I just love you so much." So yeah, we have Dale, who is the OG chipmunk. We have Clarice, who is my new favorite. I love her. We have Evie and all these different chipmunks that I love. So I obviously love the chipmunks, which is what this video is all about. We have Delilah the raccoon. We have Donna the deer and her babies. One of them is called Dominic. He's the mischievous one. Like, we have all these different little animals, and I love them. So in honor of Dale, No Tail Dale, he's on here. These pages hold the messy growth, accidental beauty, the roots and rainstorms of a becoming too bold to contain. So this one's really for growth. Like anything that you're working on, maybe like a passion project or like a DIY, or even like for me, like in terms of growth, I feel like this would be perfect for all my ideas that I want to create, like a sanctuary in the backyard. I feel like this would be perfect. On the back, it says, "Not all blooms follow a pattern. Some just rise wild, untrimmed, and exactly right." I love it. So just like the coloring and like the green of this, I love it. I love how this totally sidebarred. Hopefully you're okay with that, because I have so much to share. This one is The Space Between. These pages hold the half-formed thoughts, the steady returns, the pieces of me still finding their shape. Not everything needs to be complete yet. There is value in the journey of the pieces becoming whole. This one's for like creativity, I feel. They all, like I said, they all are meant to have their own purpose and theme. So that way, if you want to have one notepad for goals, one for your future vision, or something specific that you're working on, or maybe some that are like creative pages, and that's perfect. This one is so special. This one is supposed to be like your secret diary of the things that you don't talk about. So we called this one The Vault. There's little birds on this one with some flowers, and I even did like a little heart locket in the design. And then of course there's a key on this one too. This one says, "These pages hold the big unspoken things, the goals I don't say yet, the plans that scare me, the version of me who dares to try anyway. This isn't hiding, it's building in quiet. One day the world will see, but for now the bravery lives here." And then you can interchange them. So like I said, they all come stock with a blank notepad, but we're launching notepads. So this is called the One Day Closer notepad, again with like the dark academia vibes. This is the total theme of August for me. So very back to school. One day closer, so you can like write your date, your full to-do list, your schedule, and then your top 3 focuses. And I think this is so special at the bottom. It's like your dream big goal for the year. So that's one notepad that's launching. And then we did the Week Well Lived notepad, and that one's like a full week at a glance with your like a little habit tracker and your main focus and your priorities for the week. And then this one is a Day Well Lived notepad. And the difference between the one that I just showed, the other daily one, is this one's just more detailed. This one is literally like the daily grind system. So you have your top 10 goals for the month, your top 10 to-do list for the day, your game plan, your top 3 priorities, grateful and excited for, and to feel amazing I will for like self-care and stuff. So I love this collection, and I had to show you this in terms of the like, you know how I was showing you the pressed flowers downstairs? I'll show you the other ones. That so inspired this. So we have like stencils and little bookmarks, and it's just giving fairy cottage core. which is the theme in which I am living. This is the DIY that I'm thinking about doing. So I have these jars that I got at the dollar store. I feel like that's gonna be like a fall thing. It's gonna be so perfect. So I have the little pressed herbs, and then these are the pressed flowers that I got. So I could go into the forest and go find some also. I just don't know, how do you like press them flat? I just feel like they're done for me, so I can pick and choose which colors. I really like just the green, to be honest. I love green. Green is the color of the season for me. So I'm thinking just like putting them on the bottom, kind of like climbing up. I don't know, but I'm very excited. The other thing that oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't lead with this. I am currently, there's a little spider outside. Hello. He's friendly, he's okay. I'm totally cool with the daddy long legs, but that's it. So one thing that I created, and it's brand new, and I fell in love with this in the spring, is the idea of coloring as like a hobby. But with this theme of like fairy core and this fascination with fairy jars and fairy gardens, I wanted to create a coloring book that you can literally doodle outside the lines. So you can color it with the markers and everything. And I have to show you, I was coloring yesterday and I was testing it out. So this is the original prototype that I drew and colored in to like figure out how I was gonna do this, because I knew that I wanted a different style of coloring book, being someone that tried a bunch and got really bored or really disappointed if I would color outside the line. So yesterday I was testing out the final version. So they're on like thick artist paper, and then you can literally like sign at the bottom with the markers. So good. So it's called the Creative Escapes. So they're all like little spaces. So the Academia Archives Creative Escapes. It's like there's studies and garden solariums and all these little fairy jars, but the way that it's designed is there's no actual closed shape. It's almost like watercolor lines. So you could watercolor because there's like thick pages on this, but it allows you to doodle outside the lines and just get really creative. So that's truly like the mode that I'm in. This explains it in a nutshell. So my fairy garden that I want to build is functional in the sense that it's going to be a home for the chipmunks as well, not just for the mystical fairies, but we're gonna put some peanuts for the babies, and they will come. This isn't one of those things where I'm gonna have to wait days. They will come within minutes. I think that that's actually I think this is a hamster house. What's this? Oh my gosh, there's a little cushion. It's like a tiny little dog bed. Do we keep that? Yes, right? It's gonna get dirty, but oh my gosh, this is so stinking cute. Like, just picture this with the fairy door behind it. Just oh my gosh. There's a little chimney. There's a little chimney. What even? Oh, I could totally put those herbs like Mod Podge on the side of this too, or like put some extra moss. Yes. It's the cushion for me. I can't. That is so stinking cute. I got these 2 bags of, they're so cute. They're tiny little ceramic mosaic tiles, which I intend to use for inside the house also, but I was thinking as like a little walkway for the fairy garden. I really don't want this to tip out and fall. They're so beautiful. So I got 2 different shades. One is more green and one's more iridescent. Look at how they're all little leaves. So I was gonna make a little path. Maybe pour like a tiny amount of some wet cement even, and like make a little actual path for them. But what I'm doing with the rest of them, there's a really small transition from I have to do like a tour of this room one day and we have to like set it up. But one of the coolest rooms in this house when we bought it is in the basement. There is almost like a little hideaway room. We live in like, I wouldn't say a full mountain, but a very tall hill. It's mountainous where we live. I will say that. Like there's a lot of hills, a lot of rock. So instead of breaking the rock straight, I love that they just kind of like built it into the rock. And it was an extension to the house many years ago. And the room is now a wine cellar. So we actually like closed off the bottom of the door to keep the cool air in. And we created like some little hidden nooks, and it's so cute. I love it. But there was an unfinished transition from the carpet that we put in the gym area right outside of it into the actual room that's tiled. There's like just an unfinished transition. So I thought, how cute would it be to just DIY that myself with my own little tiles? So these are the other leaves. These have more of a like purple iridescent, like very fairy core. Aren't they cute? And then you can just get the grout on Amazon. I had already started it, so I need to complete that project. Got a little perimeter fence so that their area, they know that it's theirs. Like either a little white picket fence to follow, like I could either do like a winding path or maybe a perimeter of like the whole area. I don't know, I got 2 of them. I feel like I need to like put some flowers all around it too though. We can't just have these random items. Oh, this was so cute. I think this is from Michael's. It's a little miniature tree with a tire swing. I'm not expecting the chipmunks to go in the tire swing, but there is a platform up here. If I can make sure that it's into the ground, I think I'm gonna need some wet cement to do this. The fun part of having a forest and land is you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's not like you have a neighbor that's gonna see what you're doing, which is perfect for someone like me that's very introverted. Okay, I got this at Michael's and it was one of the last ones and apparently it lights up. Look at how flippin' cute this is. So I was gonna just leave it cracked open for them and maybe like stock the shelves with some little, but there's like real moss like glued on the top. It's so adorable. I love it. It's heavy. Listen, I got these at the beginning of the summer. Life got in the way, and this is your sign that if you have projects that you want to tackle, we're gonna get to them together because this is unbelievable. Do you know what this is? Okay, I'm gonna show you like a little diagram because I have to put it together. We're gonna build this, but look at how it's like a little jungle gym for the chipmunks. This is a ladder. I was in a genius mode when I bought this. I think I got this all the way back in May. And I kept accumulating and I was like, well, we're gonna get to it when we get to it. And today we're gonna make time for this. Oh my gosh, I have to fully put it together. That's gonna be so fun. All right, now, to stock the shelves, I got tiny little books. I got tiny little adorable mushrooms. I got tiny little hedgehogs. So there is full sections in Michael's where you can go and they have like all these miniatures, and I saw Halloween ones. I saw a little man-eating plant, mead. You could decorate seasonally for the chipmunks and for the fairies. But I just heard if you have a Dollar Tree, apparently they have a ton of stuff, which would obviously be a lot less expensive. There's 3 of them in here. So a lot of these things I just got off of Amazon and it was super reasonable. Just the shipping took a little bit longer. I wanted to create a little fire pit area, so I also have seating. I think I got like a little picnic table for them to sit. Also, I just want to say you could probably DIY a lot of this stuff out of just air dry clay as well and paint it if you want to just DIY it yourself too. Stop it. Oh, that's what, it's a little, I do remember I got a little table and then some little stumps and they can sit around and, you know, have dinner. Park bench. This is from Michael's. Garden setting, little garden stand with watering can. Miniature flower pots. Oh, and then this is the base. So this is the last thing, I think. So I got this. Oh yeah, it's a whole kit. So it's miniature patio set. So this is what I started with. And then you can kind of make the perimeter and the area all around it. I'm sure it will expand beyond. How funny would it be if there's like a whole, there is acres that way that I have to work with, which I'm very excited about. There's many backyard projects that I want to take on, and this is just the beginning. I mean, I feel like we have a lot of work to do. I hope that this was, I feel like we kind of got to know each other a little bit. You already met Carl, but this way you're hanging out with Carl. We unboxed, I love a good haul. I love a good unboxing. So now I gotta get some order to this, and probably in the next video, we are going to build this fairy garden and put it all together for the chipmunks and feed them, and I'll take you outside and we're gonna create some magic, I think. So thank you for hanging out with me today. This was absolutely incredible. I cannot get over the little cushion mushroom house. I think they're gonna love it. I think it's incredible. I love this. I will see you guys very soon. I'm gonna try and get up videos very consistently, and we're gonna pick things up headed into the thick of the fall. And we will be doing daily videos, daily DIYs, daily unboxings, daily shopping hauls, daily routines. Is going to be so good. So I will see you guys then. Please, please, please make sure that you take the time to comment. Definitely say hello. It means the world. I try my best to answer every single comment. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get notifications. If you want to get notified for when a new video goes up, just hit the bell and you'll get a little notice when a new video goes up. And with that said, I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. And I just want to say I love this cozy space so much. Bye, you guys.